There. Live? Not live. Stop stream, but there. Live? Now live. Streaming? Exists? Yes. Hooray! Very cool, very cool. Do it. For there. Who watching already? Wait, one of those is me. Never mind. Well, I guess I should get started. I have nothing to talk about. This was barely planned. I don't know what I'm doing. I will, in theory, be drawing day 1490 during this stream. Hopefully that works out. Many creatures. So true. They're a little goofy with it. A little silly, some might say. I have no plans once again. Just like last stream. Big surprise. That's where all the best ideas come from, though. Probably. Okay, that's not true. Scripted stuff tends to be pretty good. Sometimes. I've also made one huge advancement from last stream. I got audio suppression, so now there's not that constant humming that I didn't even know about. Or at least, I hope it works. I tested it for maybe 5 minutes. Seemed to work. I was also testing a different microphone, but it picked up every noise imaginable. So if I pressed any keys, pick that up. I didn't test if it picked up the pen hitting my screen, but I would not be surprised if it would. So I'm not using that one. I'm barely comfortable talking into it as it is. Imagine if it was every noise in my room. That'd be so much worse. Typical bird. Looks like dino chicken. I mean, aren't all chickens just dinosaurs? Kind of. Just less scary. Kinda silly. I mean, they're still pretty scary to bugs. Depends on if you like dinosaurs with feathers or more reptilian ones. Evolution is beautiful. There were huge, dangerous dinosaurs, and now we have lizards and chickens. So true. Much less scary. Just funny bird fellows. Little lizards basking on some rocks. Except alligators and crocodiles. They're still the same. And still terrifying. They got it all figured out. They don't need to change. Also, I once again have no idea how long this stream delay is. Hopefully, not too long. I don't remember. It was like a minute, maybe, last time? I don't know. I do indeed upload daily. The only time I almost missed was when there was a bug with YouTube that didn't let you upload videos for like 4 hours or something. My time zone though, I still made it. But for some people, I was probably like an hour and a half late. It helps I've been doing it for a long time. I also started out with way easier drawings, at least comparatively to what I do now. Even though back then it still took me a long time. But hey, that's what improvement's for. I also don't think I'd recommend anyone upload daily. Is I don't know. It's just what I'm doing. I did this to myself. The fact I haven't gotten fully burned out yet is surprising. Or really at all. I feel like that's not normal. Mm-hmm. Am I working as a full-time artist or anything else? No, I have made only like $35 off of art, just doing it for friends. I am currently going to school to be an engineer. And let me tell you, the least fun part is the engineering part, classes-wise. But I think that's just how I do it. I don't really do like commissions or anything. Might be imposter syndrome or something like that, where I don't think I'm good enough to do it, even though people ask for commissions because they think you are. And I'm also worried that if I start drawing for other people, that it'll lessen my passion for it, I guess, if I'm not drawing for myself. Even though, can't really make a living. Well, you can. Just have to get very good. Or at least really popular. But hey, I'm almost there. 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, guys. Means a lot. Got here in less than a year of uploading on YouTube. Even though the whole art journey isn't on YouTube, that old stuff, it's not that important. It's... Hello, Adrian. Just talking about... Well, I guess I'm just thanking everyone. Congrats on hitting 1K, thank you. And I also, thank you. Am I taking drawing suggestions? Sure. I can't guarantee I'll, do good for the requests, but I can try. Also be prepared that if you say, a character of something, I will have no clue who you're talking about, more than likely. There's a chance I'll know, but I'd say it's pretty low. Pretty Fazbear. Pretty Fazbear. I'll draw them from memory. Ear. That's too low for a top hat. Top hat. Other ear. His, nose. Oh, how does his eyes look? Pretty Fazbear. Mechanical teeth. Um, it's got a Goomba head shape face. Oh, this, you can tell. You can tell. That's him. You can tell. Right? It's Pretty Fazbear. Looks just like him. Oh, jeez. Perfect. Lizard mecha food. Pretty Fazbear. It's him. Oh no. Oh no. Oh jeez. Shrink him. Put him in the mouth. About to choose bachelor's in animation 3D. It would still be difficult. I have no idea about animation. I think... I feel like they'd... I think 3D would probably be easier to learn. Maybe not, though. They both seem really difficult. Seems like a very different set of skills that you would need. But then there's like the overlap of like how you would make action. I have animated one thing, and it was just raindrops, basically, in a GIF of a frog sitting on a lily pad. And I used Krita. It crashed like 5 times. Not ideal. And I have never done any 3D animation. Also, I think 3D animation is definitely going to be a more growing job. Well, I guess it depends on where you live. Like in the US, I think 3D is more sought after. Just because of the time it takes. Even though, in my opinion, I kind of like 2D more, just how it looks. But I understand that it's a lot more time consuming. I really just be drawn nothing in mind. Oh, in India. Yeah, I don't. I guess if neither of them have high demand, then I mean, go for either, I guess. If that is really what you want to do. I don't want to be telling you what to do for your career. I don't want to, in 20 years from now, accidentally have screwed you over. Turn decent, just get a job, Brad. Oh. Well, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know global job markets. I don't even know normal drawing job markets, let alone animation worldwide. So do whichever one interests you more, is my take on it. If you really want to work with 3D models, 3D. If you love just drawing traditionally, 2D would probably end up being better. Like I said, I am not an expert on this. Take everything I say with a massive grain of salt. Hmm. Nothing in this stream should be taken as financial advice. Anyway, buy my cryptocurrency that totally exists. It's very stable. Don't worry about it. It's safe. I'm really just spouting nonsense right now. You'll still be coming here for inspiration. Wow. Thank you. I mean, I mean, if you get inspiration out of what I draw, that's awesome. Especially if you're gonna be using it for animation, like that's really sick. Do I have any tips for getting into painting every day? I would say start doing like just little stuff. You don't have to like finish a whole thing every day. You don't, and like if you don't like something and you're not like doing it for someone, you're just doing it for yourself, you don't have to finish right then and there. You could even get rid of it if you wanted. But you should not force yourself to do something you don't like. But if you want, like if you like painting and you want to do it more, I would say just do it like maybe 10, 15 minutes a day. And you can even like add it on to another habit. So let's say every day you, I don't know, eat a snack at 3 o'clock or something. Then while eating that snack or right after that, you could like paint or draw for 15 minutes. And eventually, after you keep doing that, it'll become a habit, just like eating that snack was. Now, the way I did it was just, I posted every day, and then I was like, oh, even though there's only like one person that looks at these, I still need to post. If not for them, for me. So I imprisoned myself. I used entrapment on myself, which is probably not a good way to do it, but it worked. But that probably won't work for everyone. And it's probably good that it wouldn't work for everyone. And it would only really work if you actually like doing it. I would say also don't care about the quality of what comes out of what you do every day, because if you do it every day, you're not going to have time to make everything perfect. So just be happy that you did it, rather than angry that it's not as good as it could be. That's more of a general mindset thing. That's not the easiest thing to just do. Yeah, if you draw for extended periods of time, I feel like that would lead to more burnout, at least if you're doing one thing. But I guess uh, everything always has its niche cases, its maybes, its what ifs. So I hope that tip can help you in some way. Is this Warhammer? I'm just kidding. I only know a little bit about Warhammer. I'm looking at this design and thinking Space Marine. Hello, Be Like Bob. Welcome to the stream. Started watching me a year ago. That's the very start of my channel on YouTube. You've been here from the very beginning. Incredible. Thank you for being here. If anyone has any more requests they'd like, I'd be happy to do them. Just remember that, you know, they, let's just say they might not turn out the best. Like Freddy Fazbear over there. Freddy Fazbear. I've given you a couple ideas to daydream about. Oh, I've infected people's minds with my ideas. But in this case, it's a good thing. Hopefully. Otherworldly serial killer. I'm glad my ideas could give you ideas. That's always something surreal about posting art online when you find out that other people get it inspired from it. Uh, infected, yep, the art is secretly, it has a mind virus attached or something. Thank you, Simon. I couldn't have done it without everyone. Is that cliche? It's true, though. Also, this is the otherworldly serial killer that I'm drawing right now. I took that as a request and not an observation. Yeah, but, anyway, I was about the infection. It's not a real disease. It's just, it spreads. Yeah. Yeah, the ideas. Not negative, not negative. It's perfectly healthy. The infection of creativity. In mostly creature design. Yeah, like 99% creature design. Well, it's 11:21 for you. Well, it is 12:51 p.m. for me. So, almost exact opposite time zones. I'm surprised you were able to catch the stream at all. Well, thank you for checking in. Glad you could be here. Even if it was only for not super long, half an hour, 40 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it while you were here. You did enjoy. That is great to hear. Bye. Have a good night. This is how you denote serial killer, right? Which media do I consume the most? YouTube, that's for sure. And it's not like art or anything, it's a lot of video essays. Just about random stuff. Anything I find interesting, really. Like Jacob Geller, he's the one I can think of off the top of my head. Just want to say as well, you've been really killing it lately. Has been your favorite. Thank you. It's also been YouTube recommended's favorite. I don't know why, but for like a week straight, everything was popping off. Is it because the art was particularly better than other times? Maybe. I don't know. I'm a bad judge at that. I think everything is kind of the same, until I look back on it and realize that that is not even close to true. But I guess that's just what happens when I make it. I'm looking at it the whole time, thinking it looks like garbage the whole time. And then an hour later, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. Or I'm like, hey, this is really good. Also, knife, this is how you show serial killer, right? Which artist do I emulate in my own work? I guess the only one that I can think of off the top of my head is one called, I want to make sure I say their name right, because every time I think of their name, I think of it wrong. So hold on. Let me find their work. They are a professional, and they have worked on Magic the Gathering, even though that's not where I know them from, but they have. It's, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Anato Finstark. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Here. I actually did a draw this in your style challenge for them. This. I did this. I did not post a YouTube video on it because I did it over a couple days, and by a couple days I mean 1 or 2. Well, 2 or 3 I should say. So this is their work. Very cool, very good. And then this was what I did. I only posted it. I posted it in the Discord. Self-plug! Check out the Discord! In the description, I should be. Yes, it's in the description. Check out the Discord. Otherwise, I don't really look at, or at least I don't emulate other artists' work that I look at often. Like, there is some art I emulate, but it's not because it's a specific artist, because I liked that specific art piece. So that's really the only artist that I could give you a name of that I emulate. Does Bob Ross count, actually? That's why I have this wide brush that smears. Because I always thought him using the knife was really cool. So I wanted to use a wider, smudge-like brush. And then I kept using it. And now it's the one I use the most. Based Bob Ross. At some point I'm gonna have to, like, do the daily art. Well, I guess I don't have to. But I could sketch for 3 hours, end stream, and then do it, but what kind of stream would that be? Sketch stream? Who would want to sit here for 3 hours watching a sketch stream? I mean, probably someone, but it could be better. Do I usually sketch before? Sometimes. Depends on if I have a good idea or not. Sketch like this? Almost never. Sketch some stuff? Rarely. Sketch nothing at all? That's actually pretty common. Hold on, I'm gonna look at my most previous stuff, and I will tell you within the last week how many I sketched beforehand. Hold on, it might be none. uh, it is. Yep. Looks like none of them. None of them within the past week have had sketching beforehand. I even checked the physical sketchbook just to make sure. Most of the time, I just either start drawing day of, like in the recording, that is what you see, or I'll have a general idea, and I will try to sketch that to the best of my ability, and sometimes I'll have a reference. But finding good reference is hard. Especially when most of the stuff I draw isn't real things. You know, I said most, like some of it is real. I hope not. That might be a little messed up for some of them. True. How do you do only digital art? I don't do only digital art. I do sketch in real life on pen and, or not pen, pencil and paper in a sketchbook. But it's not like, nothing's colored or anything, and it's very messy. So technically, it's not only digital, but like, it's just mostly digital. And then I don't know how I'd record anything in real life. So I like to do digital just because I can actually do the uploads on YouTube. At least without having to jump through any hoops. At least no overly annoying hoops. Like getting a good camera. Yuck. My garbage phone camera is all I need. Sure, it takes like horrible images with no color, basically. Horribly pixelated. But like, it's all I need. So to answer your question, no. Not only digital, but I basically only post digital. Long-winded response to a question. I should get better at this. Now, I have shared some of my sketches, technically. But if I say where they are, it'll sound like a self-plug. Cause it's on my Patreon. In the paid members tier. Yep, I know. Horrible. I've locked it behind a paywall. And they're not even like, they're not very good. It's just something I thought would be nice for those supporting me, because otherwise I have like nothing. I think my cat is trying to get into my room. Hold on. Yep. I'm back, now with cat. My special co-host, cat. They don't meow though, so you guys are just gonna have to trust. Thinking of things to draw. Did I draw my cat? Drawing real things is hard. I can't capture this cat's cuteness by drawing it. Um, make my cat freaky. Show me your face. It has like the pattern. It's kind of like, it's like half orange, half brown face. This side is like an orange. That is a terrible orange. This side is like an orange. And the other side is like a dark brown. Can you look at me again? These ears are not at all how the ears look. This is the best I got. And now it's horribly pixelated. Also not shown in the drawing, one of her eyes is like a slightly lazy eye. Just a smidge. This cat is staring into my soul now. Well, it's fine. Cats do that. That's a thing they do. She is a little derpy. Very cute, though. What would I suggest for someone who wants to start digital painting? You can try on mouse, but that is not something I would recommend. I did that for a while. It's awful. It can work. It just takes about 10 times as long. Hello, Harsh. I ended up getting a phone with a stylus. That was my one requirement for the phone, is that it came with a stylus. And then I did probably over a year, probably, just drawing on that. I don't remember exactly when I stopped for the daily drawings drawing on that. But I used Autodesk Sketchbook. Free app for drawing on phones. So you could use that if that's how, if you don't want to like commit to a tablet or anything. Try to find, when you're starting out digital paint, like try to find a couple brushes that you really like, that you can get really good at, and you know what they do, how they work, and then experiment more with wacky brushes. Just because if you're doing a whole bunch of wacky brushes because you have the power to on digital, doesn't mean you have to use them. Yeah, drawing with the mouse. That's how I started drawing every day. It is, yikes. It takes forever, especially if you want something to have like good lines. How did I practice forms and shapes? Sketching on like the sides of notebooks during school when I was like in classes. I never really had an actual training regiment. I just drew. And that's why for like the whole first year I was doing this was probably way slower improvement-wise than it definitely could have been. Because I wasn't doing anything with a purpose, I was just drawing to draw. Yeah, it definitely can become a trap for having so many tools, because you see cool brushes like, ooh, cool watercolor. A different cool watercolor. All these cool watercolors make such cool designs. I'm going to use 50 of them for a background. And then your background just looks awful, and you can't tell what the heck is happening in the foreground because the background is so distracting. And you could go like, I want to make a smoke monster. I'm going to make it out of airbrush and this smoke particle watercolor brush. And then your smoke monster, you can barely tell what it is. It's just like you can kind of tell that what it's supposed to be, but it's just so messy that it has no form, which I guess is good for a smoke monster, but I mean like no form at all to keep track of. So it just kind of blends in with the background. Anyway, I guess this guy can stay. Example smoke monster. He will just be very small. Your Clip Studio library is so full of random brushes. It's overwhelming. Dang. Oh, most of them are named in Japanese. That would make it more difficult. At least for me. I'm American. I read American. And some German. English, what the heck is English? This is American. Speak American. Speaking Canadian is fine too, but not French Canadian. I can't understand that. Warframe? Oh no. Free to play Warframe? Now with 500,000 new Warframe designs. And also all the old ones are bad now. I'm guessing I played Warframe for like a month, maybe? 5 years ago? Got to a point where all the quests felt the exact same, and I was like, I'm done. SCP-093. Oh, it's 093. Is that Shy Guy? I feel like that's Shy Guy. I remember some of the big ones. Where's that? No, Plague Doctor is 64, isn't he? Jeez. Oh, the Red Sea object? The one where the monsters look like this? Ugh. And then they have no legs. Oh man, classic. That's perfect drawing right there. Make a character pack series and sell it on Gumroad. I don't know how to do that stuff. Also, you keep coming back to Warframe. That's how they get you. Live service game. New content. You know, the Red Sea object creature was probably like the best drawing anyone's ever seen, you know, but like I had to get rid of it. It was too powerful. I heard about this website called Click-a-Snap, where you upload images, and then if people look at them, you get paid a couple cents or something. I don't know how it works. I have not looked into it, but I heard about it. Should sell my 3 brushes that I use for an exorbitant price and market them as life-changing. Guaranteed to improve your art. For sure. Definitely trust. Just buy the brush, and if it doesn't change your life, that is your fault. And not mine. And not false advertising. You used the brushes wrong. For sure. Don't sue me, please. It's a skill issue. You should have just known how to use the brushes. Special guest cat is leaving. This is so sad. Cat emojis in the chat, please. So I can be reminded of what I lost. The YouTube cat. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your support in these trying times. No more cat. Yeah, if you're still going to use Procreate, go for it. I know Procreate is really good. I may not have used it, but that's because I'm cheap. But I've heard only good things. What else? The idea well, running dry? No, it can't be. Not now. You'd love to use Procreate, but you don't have an iPad? Yeah, I had an Apple. The only Apple device I had was a iPod Touch Generation 5 or something. And that I drew on. I did use that at the start of drawing every day, but man, oh man. I used Adobe Illustrator Draw. Do not use Adobe Illustrator Draw. Just start using Clip Studio Paint. Very nice piece of software. Could afford it. Then you go for Photoshop. I don't know about Photoshop. This you did not hear this from me. And I am not condoning piracy, but no buts. I'm not condoning piracy. However, it is morally correct to happen upon Adobe products for free. This is satire. Adobe lawyers, this is satire. But if it wasn't, no, this is satire. However, there was no I'm saying pirate it. For satire reasons. Draw my life with creature designs. Let me tell you, my life is kind of boring. Born, went to school, drew a lot, got called the kid that draws a lot, kept drawing a lot. Started doing this, kept drawing a lot, went on to higher education, and yeah, that's about it. And now I have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you! Yes! Yes! Couldn't have done it without everyone here. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so no interesting, crazy things happen in my life. And that's why I draw horrible monsters now, because I'm just a normal person. That's why they're all very friendly. What canvas size do I usually draw on? I have between 800 wide or high and like 1300 wide or high. And usually it's like a landscape or portrait, so I'm not using like 800 by 800. I'm using like 800 by 1200. Very cool to have your stream on the side. This is relaxing. Relaxing? I'm just yapping and drawing. There's no way this could be relaxing. This is very biased coming from me. I hate my own voice in recordings. That's why I'm not listening to the stream. So it could be the quietest stream on the planet or making people's ears bleed. I don't know. That's why there's the sound bar in YouTube. Or on your mobile device. Or on your smart TV. Or on your Samsung smart fridge. I actually don't know if that has a sound thing. I assume it does, though. Or your jailbroken Nintendo DSi. I don't judge. I'd find that impressive. These colors. Audio sounds good? Good. I downloaded an audio suppression thing right before this, because last time I streamed, there was that humming that went on the whole time, apparently, that I didn't know about. So I got audio suppression, so now hopefully there isn't that, and it still sounds good. I didn't test this, I did this out of the blue. My voice is really nice. This flattery will get you nowhere. I know it's not true. Because I hate my own voice. There's no way it could be good. I'm not narcissistic enough to like it yet. So therefore it's bad, and if anyone says otherwise, they're clearly lying for sure. There's an ulterior motive here. I don't know for what reason. I know it. Spews out black ink and reveals a story. Now that is a cool idea. Do I just add it onto that top guy? No. Nah, that'd be too easy. Expanding the canvas, Tom. Yeah, everyone hates their own voice. Just like how if you see a picture of yourself, it looks weird because pictures reflect it differently than mirrors reflect it. Hello. And people only ever see themselves in mirrors normally. See how other people see you, then it's weird. Creature that spews ink and that reveals a story. Now, how am I going to have spew ink? Mouth? Throat? Other? Jeez. Giant crack inside the body? I'm doing giant crack inside body. And then they are absolutely obliterating the paintbrush that they're also going to be using. This is what peak holding onto paintbrush looks like. Dripping from the fingers, huh? Disgustingly from under the nails. Because that's a great image that people want to see. Ah yes, hands. Known for being easy to draw. For sure. What's the story of? Stick figure. We can figure this out in post. Haunts. Stick figure, but with spear. Oh wait, I got an idea. Of the creature before becoming the creature, doing a little painting, and also like 3 assassins because I don't know, politics or something. Ah, no, I said the P word. Ah, jeez. This is not gonna end well for me. Used to watch stick figure animations. Yeah, they used to be so cool. And then people stopped doing them as much, or at least they got stopped getting recommended as much, I should say. I don't know if people actually stopped doing them. One of those things people grow out of, I guess. Alan Becker. The animator? No, wait, that's Ethan Becker. Alan Becker. Is that the person you used to watch who would also, I guess, then be an animator? I'm thinking of Ethan Becker, though. For all I know, I'm actually thinking of the wrong guy. Wouldn't that be something? I would not be surprised, though. The people that made a lot of them are probably off working. True. They just became professional animators, and now they're making bangers. Think of your favorite fight scene in an animation. It was them. Source? I made it up. This head is awful. I guessed right on the animator. Yes. Kneeling. This is what a person kneeling does, right? Do I animate? Like, do I draw anime style? Maybe. I don't post it though. Except on Patreon. Self plug. And only rarely. And like, it's not actual anime. Nor is it based on real anime. But it's in that style. I do watch anime, yes. There's good stories in there. The anime I guess you could say is my favorite is Do Ra Ra Ra. Every season. The whole thing. Not just the first one, but I'm not saying times two and times two Ketsu. Except I just did. Oh, he did animator versus animation. I saw that one back in the day. That was a banger. $17. Yeah, that sounds about right. It definitely feels like a long time ago. Absolute banger, though. His head is... There is no neck. Why do people gotta be so weird to draw? Them and all their weird shapes. stitched mouth so that can only speak through story. My favorite anime is do ra ra ra. Pretty sure it's spelled like that. It is the only one I have watched fully through twice, which is how you know it's my favorite. Do I have any advice for getting faster at rendering? Do it a lot. Create brushes that make it easy. I don't know. If you have a brush that you know how it works, like this one I use for 99% of my rendering, and then like I'll throw on cross hatchings with this one. I think that just getting faster comes with doing it a whole bunch, practicing, and also knowing what you're going for helps a lot, so you're not just like, if I try this, no, that doesn't look good, what if I try this? Like if you have a good idea from the beginning, that'll make it go a lot faster. Like how right now, I don't really know what I'm going for, so I'm just going over the same spot over and over again. Like I could have inky hair. That would probably make sense and be good. And also, if you render on like 50 different layers, so like every single color has its own, that'll take you longer, even if like it'll probably look better in the end, depending on how you render, obviously, because it'll be easier to keep things separate, but it'll take a lot longer. Whereas if you like do it all on one layer, it'll go a lot faster, but also it's easier to mess up. Yeah, having restrictions can help. Do you need those restrictions? No, but it's easier to not get overwhelmed if you're limiting yourself. And you also have to think, like, why are you rendering? Are you rendering just for yourself, or like in a professional setting, or for friends? Like, if you're doing it for yourself, do it as much as you think is necessary. You don't have to do your best. You don't have to purposely do your worst. Just do it to like practice. And that can help. Whereas if it's professional, it's like, yeah, you better be trying your hardest. Yeah, you have to find a balance between less layers and layer casts. Yeah, I do sometimes too, when I'm like adding clothes and stuff. It can get a little ridiculous. You've actually been enjoying drawing on one layer. Yeah, I think it's really nice if you can pull it off. And then at the end, you're like, wow, all this on one layer? Incredible. And if you want, you can just add like a multiply layer or something on top if you want to get crazy with it. And by crazy, I mean make things have shadows or light. And they're mixing ink pools. How, maybe sweet. Sorting through 100 plus layers? 100 plus layers! Jeez! I don't know if I could do that. Or at least I don't know if I'd want that. I probably could, but I don't know. Just looking at that, I might get scared. No, Fogel, you didn't miss out on so much. The most important part was Freddy Fazbear. I'm gonna be real. More my little guy. He's in the thumbnail. It's false advertising if he's not in here. All goes back, guys. In Nomathy. Mr. Nomathy. Now with luck of the Lightning Lord. He's very skilled. He's got a very particular set of skills. Skills he's acquired over 1,400 days. Ever since day 16, something like that. He's been acquiring these skills. Now what? Don't worry, guys. I can keep coming up with ideas. I got this. I'll just. Uh, 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 um. Uh. More smoke monster. Genius. Shocked monster. He is very shocked. Absolutely flabbergasted. Flarbore. Yes. Unless you mean shocked like electrocuted, which we could make that happen. It's not really a smoke monster. Well, it's kind of still a smoke monster. Monster with smoke. Reminds me of some weird lizard or salamander. Insert Rain World reference here. a lovely pillow. Very good dental hygiene. Do people think I should do something more special for 1,000 subscribers other than just have you vote on what to draw for Dave 1490? Or just have you vote? I can see a smoke monster coming out of someone's lungs. Smoking is so true. Smoking is bad. This is just like that one vape commercial about the vape monster in the lungs. Because that's metal in your lungs. That's pretty bad. And this is why don't vape, don't smoke, and don't do drugs. They're bad for you. Toxic metal monster. Draw and set. So true. Just draw. Why do drugs when you could draw? They're bad and they summon demons, yet they do. That's a drug fact that they don't want to tell you. Summons demons. And like bad kinds. There is no fun kinds that they summon. This guy. Wait, I don't know how cigarettes work. The filter is on that side, probably. Smoke. This is bad. Bad. Do not smoke. Smoking bad. It will summon a demon to fight you. And you won't win because you're weakened from smoking. Oh, yeah, no. Don't do meth, guys. That'll summon a drug demon. Those are arguably much worse than the smoking demons. Like the smoking demons, they're cowardly. They use slow burning attacks that target your lungs. When, like, the drug demons, they'll mess you up. Like, they give you this thing called psychosis. It's a pretty bad debuff. And addiction. Smoking ones give you that too, but makes you keep coming back to them. It's messed up. It's similar to the charmed status effect, but like, it's a debuff. That's like, bad. Who are you in? Yeah, you get like a temporary really big buff. Like super strength, and you feel no pain, and 0 inhibitions, but like, it's not worth it. It's like an hour tops buff, and like a month-long debuff. Not worth. And you have to keep spending money? Like, what? What the heck? It's such a bad deal. To fill out this last little bit up here. What do I put here? More birds? Big eyeball? Eyeball with many irises? It's crazy that most drugs are born from extracting or refining nuts. That's true. People were just like, what if we took this funny flower and we just made it into a juice? And so there was only like 1 or 2 chemicals in that juice, and then they got high? Like what? How'd they find that out? And then they find out if you have too much, you die? That's ridiculous. I would not be the one to, well, like, testing it the first time is probably like really chill until it's like really not chill. If you're the plant tester, the funny mushroom tester, you never have enough ice. That's true. I mean, that's why like bugs have a whole bunch, right? Or at least a couple that act as a whole bunch. Eyes are very cool. And they have fun designs. These are nice, these are flowers, but you get the point. Potatoes. Potato flowers, no. Nice flowers. Can I draw an extraterrestrial being who achieve the power of true eternity and become a super being? Okay, supreme being. It's too small. Hold on. And to make him an alien, Shrek antenna. There you go. There he is. Now you may not like it, but this is what peak extraterrestrial gaining supreme power is. Potatoes have eyes. That is true. Potatoes do have eyes. Very specific and at the same time very red. Yep. Broad enough for me to do this. And no one can stop. Perfect. There he is. Supreme being. Um, Supreme. Supreme. There's a Supreme being. It's got the Supreme brand cape on. Got the Supreme brand hat on. Got the Supreme band mask on. The music note legs. Yep. Supreme brand shoes. Got the Supreme. This steal his look. $30,000 for all that Supreme. Reasonably priced as always, of course. It's got a Gucci belt on too, you just can't see it. You just gotta trust in the drip. Dripped out his gourd. Would this be one of the most painful things, or do you think that the roots of the flowers would grow slow enough that it wouldn't be that big of an issue? My guess would be horribly painful. Or at least mess with your brain a lot, and not exactly ideal. Permanent migraine. Indeed. Not ideal. When you're gonna get the merch drop? Never. Or in 5 hours from now. Anywhere in between 5 hours from now and in 100 years. Or never. What would go on the merch? Would it be Supreme Gnome? Gnome merch. The little guy merch. Copy and paste of a big panel of sketches merch. A picture of a dollar on a t-shirt merch. That costs $3. I mean, that's a steal. Now that'd be difficult to do. I don't know. You think I can just get some plush shop to make the little guy plush? I mean, it's not like it would be a hard plush, but now the gnome plush though, that might be a little more difficult. Little guy plush, and also you get a bunch of backgrounds to send him on adventures. Now that's an idea. Feasible one. I don't know about that. It's definitely an idea, though. $50 plush, take it or leave it. I get 1% of the sales. Yo! And they will, of course, be in a flower field. Flower bush. It just happens. It's one of those things. Sometimes you just become one with the flowers, unless that's just a really weird flower. That could be what's going on. Just one of those weird human-looking flowers. You know, commonly found outside. Alright, I gotta like choose one to actually draw though. Vote again, or anyone just have one that's just way better than the rest? And you cannot choose Freddy Fazbear. Freddy Fazbear's off limits. Freddy Fazbear stays on the sketch play page. Oh, we got like a weird snake thing. Weird snake thing. This guy. Does bird should Birdhead count? I feel like Birdhead is not very complete. This, even though that's something I basically don't know, right? This. I think I can only have 4 for the poll. Yeah. Poll time. Uh. Legit. 3, 4. Poll time. I will end poll in a minute. 2 votes. And this time, I can't do a split poll like last time. Because this time, I can't just put a planet in the background because I didn't draw a planet guy. I do be drawn. No, I just realized that this doesn't really tell me if it's been a minute or not. Unless I'm gonna have to guess. It just says just now. I hope it changes to a minute. That'd be very helpful for me. Minute. End poll. The answer was 4. Last second 4 change right before the minute happened. Gone. 4 is the winner. So right now we got this guy. And then the other ones. 1, 2, 3. This guy. Sure, this guy. 3, 2, 1. The 4 gang. Stop hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys just get numbers. You don't need to know what the poll's actually asking. You know. You're here. You did your homework. You studied. This will be on the quiz later. Just so you know. There. This will be, let's just say, 75% of your grade, so I hope you remember. I will also end this one at a minute. Right now it is once again split, this time between 1 and 2 though, instead of 3 and 4. There better not be, you know what, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it, because then it'll happen. Just like your professor for real, for real. That's how it works. How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? Now I have to make another bowl. Start bowl. 1 or 2. I trust in you guys to be able to not tie them. I'm trusting. I know this is a difficult task, but I'm trusting that it won't be tied this time. No, hey, stop. That's it. 7 votes. That's more votes than the other ones got. I'm 2. You can call it tyranny if you want. Too bad. There. And now the final poll. 1 or 2. Someone cue the epic music. Length of 1 minute. No, it will not be me. I don't know how to do that. Well, I do, but it's not set up. This one will actually go for a minute again. I see what's going on. This can't be happening. Not again. Oh, man. There were 7 votes in the last poll. Everyone's gonna fail this test. It's gonna be a 50-50. There were 7 votes in the last poll. Someone here is holding all the power to themselves. It's 1 minute old, but I can't end it. Someone in here has... Anyone who's voted has all the power right now. They could just switch the vote. True or false? Question 1, true or false? We're holding each other hostage here. Like, it just takes one person. The other option is if it stays tied, I think I'm just going to make it so it's number 1, but like the goopy's pouring out becomes a flower field, you know? just keep combining them. How would I combine these? You all have the power. It takes one click from anyone. That's it. I'm in the bowl. You guys get what I come up with. This is your doing. You brought this upon yourselves. There's no more heroes. This is one of those bad endings. You all fail. I hope you guys did all the extra credit. Otherwise, it's going to not look good on your final transcripts. It's going to be pretty bad. I mean, 75% of the grade is like decent. I'm combining them in the way I see fit. Ignore how this sketch, yeah, there's no curve. I'm not grading on the curve. Yeah, if anyone was hoping on having a high GPA for a scholarship, that's too bad. No curve. No retries. Just disappointment. Hide your report card. Report me to the school board if you want. They can't fire me. I'm the only one teaching at this institution. Unless you consider YouTube the whole institution. Well, then, like, you guys joined my class? Come on. Out of all the classes. I'm glad you guys could be here, and I'm glad I could ruin your academic careers. You are all cooked. Thanks. You're welcome. You know, you guys can still get a certificate, but you have to sign up online. It's not as prestigious as the diploma. I'm sorry. Does this get reported to the college board? Yeah, you can report it. But also, like, you think they're gonna listen to a student who failed so horribly? Sounds like you're just complaining. Should have done better. Now, if you're like a top student, maybe, but like, whew. 75% gone. Yikes. You must have done something real bad to earn that grade. It could not have been me. It could not have been me. Your Honor, I told them how much a percent of the grade it would be. Yeah, I'm one of those professors that prides themselves on a 100% fail rate. Signing up for my class is guaranteed failure. That's a skill issue. Should have just passed. Like, just get a C or above. Easy stuff. Inside a beautiful flower field. Yeah, signing up it's the real skill issue because you see that I have a 0% pass rate and you still chose to be here. But that is not my fault. I mean, for like the first year, yeah, that was my bad. But like after that, come on, come on, you know what you're doing. Your advisor should have told you. Luckily, it's a fun class, right, guys? It's a fun class. Other than the part where you fail, it's a fun class, right? The heck's going on in here? Drawing. You missed a bit, just a smidge. It's to thank everyone for 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. I could not have made it here without everyone. Cue the sad violin cliche music. Do you know the name of the song you use in your videos? Depends on which song you're asking about. I use like minimum 3 songs per video, but they're like, I only choose from, I don't know, not even 20. Thank you. For their congratulations, thank you. This has been a dream of mine since I started posting on YouTube. Can't believe we got here. Thank you, everyone. Especially just posting time lapses of art with no commentary. That's what the live stream's for. Everyone gets to ask me all their questions. Everyone gets to be happy, fail the test, have a ruined life because they just spent $12,000 on tuition just to fail. Now you may be asking, $12,000 on tuition? When did I pay that? And to that I say, don't check your bank account. Do not. You will not like what you see. You better not have checked your bank account. Huge mistake. Only for like your own mental health though. Well, this finger looks like it is backwards. I'll fix it. I got this. I've been drawing hands plenty long to know how to make hand look like hand. Make hand look passable. Maybe I gaslit myself. I might have gaslit myself. Hand. That hands. Very hand-like. And yet you can mess it up so easily to true. Mr. Beast versus T-Series subscriber battle. Mr. Beast. That is all I have to say on the matter. I wouldn't want to get political. That's odd. Why do you have negative? Well, that is odd. That is strange. I couldn't tell you though. It couldn't have been me. You should have gotten the financial aid package, and then you could still have negative $1,200 or $12,000, but it's in debt rather than in your bank account. Basically the same thing. Mr. Beast. No, yeah, that's the end of my statement. Body, but again, yeah, good meme. However, it's older than a month, so it's dead. And that's just how it works. I don't make the rules. I just am on the internet. And the rules get made for me. And like sometimes the rules are okay. What an interesting garden statue. Make this the merch. A giant bronze statue. Some horrible monster. We can do it. A little background. A little bit of a background. The ground is transparent. That's not ideal. We'll fix it in post. Time to fix it in post, I guess. This is you after drinking 5 gallons of water? Become one with nature. The plants will love you. I mean, you may hate yourself, but the plants will love you. Your stomach upon receiving the news of 5 gallons of water, though. Yikes. Only a ship. How can they say only a sip if you're so thirsty? They just don't get it. You know your body more than they know your body. Just drink the water. Chug it. Chug the water. What could possibly happen? You're just getting hydrated. And you need to be hydrated. Good old plants. Front plants. Good old front plants. I am getting into the zone of drawing bushes. And I normally don't talk while drawing. Going all silent. And I have nothing funny to talk about. That's why you guys are here. You're way funnier than me. The only thing I did was take $12,000 from you. Leave you $11,999 in debt. Honestly, should have had more than $1 in the bank account after I was stealing it. I mean, paying the tuition. Not stealing. Stealing is a crime. And what I did was legal. For sure. Good old back muscles. Those things I draw consistently and know how to draw perfectly. For sure. Especially in this perspective, which is reasonable and makes sense. Sharp shoulders. Good old plants. It was algae water. Oh no. This is what companies that dump toxic waste want you to think happens. And sometimes it kinda does. Giant, horrible monster included. Landpiller. Landpiller. Pillar. Pillar. Is it just me, or does sketching provide more opportunity to say funny things while live than actually drawn something? What the heck? That's cool. My computer is warning me that Windows 10 is going to explode. And then I am going to be forced into Windows 11. Thank you. How dare you, though? Oh no. I need to, like, add leg here. Just a smidge. I don't think that the Windows 11 pop-up should do anything. Hopefully, to the stream. Big. That seems fine. Fine to me. Hopefully. Yeah, I'd rather not to switch to Windows 11 either, but I think that they're just destroying all support for it. So I'm pretty sure you're going to be forced to eventually, which sucks. Especially because some computers just can't run Windows 11. And yet they're still trying to force the update. Isn't that fun? Thank you, Microsoft. Really has an eye out for us. Really watching our backs. And wallets. I use Krita to draw. Because I am cheap. And it is good. And welcome to the stream. An emoji for Windows 11. Yeah. That's also how I felt when they switched off of Windows 8, though. And now I like Windows 10. I think it would be so funny, though, if they put the activate Windows onto everyone's computer. That'd be so funny. It'd be really funny. Absolutely genius maneuver to do that. Nice arm tumor right here. Let's just shave that off. I would like to know, would people want to watch just like sketching streams with no actual drawing at the end? And then it's just like a long time of sketching? Or would you rather have the drawing like this at the end? I'm just saying, I would probably be able to pump out like it's gonna be lower quality. Well, it might be, but I could probably do more drawing streams. Both are fun. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. You know what? I'm gonna pass you with a C. No longer, no longer failing F from that quiz. You get to be the only student that passes. I do. Well, they're good. It's always good to see the end result. I'll just do the sketch stream and then immediately, as soon as the stream ends, do the drawing. No more votes. This is a dictatorship. No more democracy. Yep, democracy's dead, guys, and you killed it. It wasn't me just saying that. It was you guys for voting 50-50 every time. I warned you. I mean, sure, I only warned about the failing test and not all of democracy failing, but you know, that's a reasonable assumption to make. All of democracy dying after failing the test. No, alpha. This is a weird looking garden gnome. It'll do its job though. Scare off evil things. I thought I was going to sneeze for a second there. That would have been really fun for everyone listening, I'm sure. I mean, I could just mute the mic, but like, yeah, no, what if it attacks me? The sneeze, not the mic. Or both. I just realized this guy has no collarbone. Don't worry about it. Doesn't need it. They're only, like, kind of important. Just a smidge. Knowing anatomy is fake. It's made up by the art community to sell more anatomy classes. Yeah, who needs them? Collarbones break all the time. People still function. Some people don't even have them. They can do all kinds of wacky stuff. So clearly, don't need them. It's fake. Made up by the collarbone government. Secret, shadowy organization. To sell more slings and casts. Nice number. Mm. That was kind of funny looking. Do a little cross reference. You know, I think he's lost a bit of his bulk. He's on a diet, flowers only. Instead of mysterious black liquid. More plant time. Creature. We add a little bit of multiplayer here. It's kind of the nightmare version of magic beans. Well, you know, sometimes you get an epic beanstalk that goes into a cloud castle, and sometimes you get a horrible nightmare monster. It happens. They're random. You also might just get like a normal bean. And in some ways, that's kind of the ideal. Or, you know, like a bean that's slightly more nutritious than a regular bean. That might be the ideal. So bright. My eyes. Oh, too bright. That's what happens when you're outside. On a nice sunny day. I wouldn't know though. It's cloudy right now where I am. That's definitely way overexposed. constantly squinting the eyes. Yeah. This is erasing. Ignore me zooming out there. That was an accident. Still feels like a lot for overlay. Should be fine. I'm just gonna have to make the plants all bright too. Looks rad. Rad like awesome or rad like irradiated? Very different things. And you know, if you say both, understandable. Mm-hmm. Check my recording. Yep, still good. Good. More ground, because this looks atrocious. Um, this known grass brush that exists makes grass, and that is definitely its intended use. And I definitely know what this brush is supposed to do. Which is why I'm undoing it all right now. Yep, you know it's good when there's green here. That's how you know it's working. Perfect, with no flaws, and people on mobile could definitely tell what just happened. Right? Little tiny happy eye. Wide ones. I could do creator. And then look at that. What a handsome young lad. Full of life. I took little eyes very seriously. Kind of looks more like a nose. Normal creature things. Little gross. Love gross little beady eyes. Gross. Gross. Born like that. Little tiny peepers. Overlay again, part 2. No, it would help if I actually turned it on overlay. Oh, gross endearingly. Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I mistook your words. This does not work. Be gone. This one. Even more plants. Why? Evermore. Even. Because I can. And because I want to test out this brush. Sometimes I realize bushes are kind of weird. Trees too. Drawing wise. Not in real life. They're fine in real life. They're chill. Like this plant pillar, man, I'm gonna say it looks bad. And not like a plant pillar. So time to just redo it. The power of digital. I can just do that. And if I like this even less, I can just redo it again. Or go back to the old. So many plants. I also still have to put flowers in here eventually. Spiral bush, known for occurring in nature naturally. With nothing odd or nefarious happening. Bush. Any plan for the sky? Clouds of some sort. What kind? I don't know. Maybe some sun rays. Maybe a butterfly or something for scale, of course. Bird for scale. The flat ones could too. Yeah, of course. If a kid can do them, so can I. And also, clouds are hard to draw for me, since I only do them every so often. This kind of makes me think he's eating the plants like spaghetti rather than. Yeah, he's eating them like spaghetti now. Rather than pumping them out. Delicious spaghetti plant. Slurp. Can't unsee it. Yes. Perfect. Slurp. Spaghetti is going whichever way you feel. In my mind, in. This is what peak herbivore looks like. Now, of course, time for the flowers as well. Can't forget the flowers. Yo, guy casually produces spaghetti. I mean, why not? Factories do it. Why can't this guy? GG on the 1K. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's flower time. Time to remember where I put all those stems. You love my videos? Thank you. Glad you like them. I hope you're not getting sick of them every single day. Dandelion spaghetti. Well, you don't, so how could we? The the music. I'm sick of the music. So the music will push someone away. Although sometimes it'll bring them in. At least that's the hope. So how am I going to celebrate reaching this big milestone? I'm doing it right now with you guys. What better way to celebrate than with the people that that are the reason that you were celebrating? Uh, okay, put that in coherent words, and that's what I meant to say. Use my videos as a stop procrastinating reminder. Hey, what works works. I guess whatever works. Every day at the same time, except that one time that YouTube screwed me. Nice channeling by night. Yeah. Oh, my funny bone. Oh, I was gonna say thank you. Thank you. I'm surprised it was free because, like, in my mind, when I came up with it, I was like genius. It was originally supposed to be procrastination cure, but that didn't fit when I made it. It was one too long, so I had to change it to fix. But fix sounds better, and it's definitely not just because I've been using it for 4 years. Nice dandelions, delicious dandelion spaghetti. Ice Age vibes. The last ones. These flowers are slowly becoming more abstract. Um, uh, it's abstract spaghetti. It's in high demand these days. If these are dandelions, I should make the way more annoying ones. But you get to make wishes. Hooray, wishes. And I can do. I'm gonna put these. It's terrible. Seeds. Easy flower, like a lotus, huh? Like a known easy flower. Yeah. Wouldn't have said a daisy. Had to say a lotus. You want to see me suffer, don't you? You're back after all this time. No way. The flowers not in the spaghetti will fear for their lives that they will turn into spaghetti. I'm gonna have to dandelion leaves in here, aren't I? Shucks. I should have went with the lotus. Dandelion leaves aren't too bad. I know what they look like. I've seen them before. They look roughly like that. The little flowers look like spiders. Well, they could be. There are spiders in your garden. I know, big surprise. It doesn't have the same effect as there are bugs under your skin or anything, but there are spiders in your garden. There are spiders in your garden. Looks beautiful. Thank you. I was worried from before when they looked like garbage. That was like spiders in the spaghetti. Don't worry, they'll protect you from the flies in your spaghetti. Don't question why there are so many different insects and arachnids in your spaghetti. Just accept it. It's protein. Also, the chef may be some sort of bug enjoyer. Friend of insects. Even though putting them in your spaghetti. Surprise in spaghetti. They never expected it, honestly. It's got to be one of the pranks of all time. Most people don't appreciate it. In fact, they find it quite disturbing, but, you know, to each their own. Cool pranks require little funny stuff to happen. Also, just be like, what, flour meatballs, flour balls, insect-based sauce, or would it be a flour sauce and an insect-based meatball, grass, noodles for your insect spaghetti, garden-style spaghetti? Gives a whole new meaning to the word garden style. Ugh. Sketch page flashbang. Time to do perfectly normal looking clouds that you would see well outside. Because clouds are outside, and this is what a cloud looks like. And I'm an expert at cloud drawing. Ignore that. Expert. This. Oh no. This is making you want spaghetti? The bug sketty? Hey, you know, someone's gotta try it. Eventually, we're gonna be eating more bugs, probably. They're sustainable. There's lots of them. We need to show them who's boss. Garden style bug sketty. Flying sheeps. Isn't that what all clouds are, except the ones that are very angry? How do they get up there? The sheep is... They're very soft. Very nice. And this is definitely what clouds look like. Feel free to fact check me on the clouds by looking outside, but I'm pretty sure this is what they look like. Rough estimate. Oh, skies dark. Yeah, so trust. If it wasn't dark, it would look like this. Trust. Yep. And even if it didn't look like this, like it's a drawing, it's just got to get close enough. Invoke the feeling of flying sheep slash clouds. Who needs the real thing when you can have that one cloud that like is in the background of all animes? You know the one I'm talking about. Where it's just like really tall for some reason and really honestly kind of thin in comparison. Like we all know that cloud. Looks really good to you. Good, because I'm not a very good judge of cloud character. I always think I could be better. Can't see the clouds. There's some sort of giant humanoid spaghetti eating monster. Yeah. He do be slurping that spaghetti right in front of the clouds. It's kind of really awkward if you want to go cloud watching. I mean, maybe you can ask for some spaghetti too. I mean, you never know if he's going to share none unless you ask. That this brush works. How could I forget? A nice, beautiful day for eating spaghetti. Spaghetti consumer. Delicious spaghetti. I hope no one has like a pollen allergy though. Might make this spaghetti a little unbearable. The spiders though, those are fine. Just the pollen might get someone. How's this looking? And give me this flesh color once again. There, that seemed good. Seemed done. Ignore how this should be in the sunlight over here. It's fine. It's fine. Just a guy eating his spaghetti. Good work, everyone. You managed to vote on two things again and made me combine them again. And now we have spaghetti consuming guy thing. Big garden gnome. So I think I will add one last thing and then probably call it good, because this guy probably has blood in him. Maybe. I'm going to assume probably. So, Terminator. Like from the movie. But not actually like that one at all. Way to find out. Hey, now, whoa, hey. Whoa. Whoa. Just trying to enjoy his spaghetti. Oh, man. Now, am I implying, am I assuming, I should say, that you're going to say something to possibly harm this fellow enjoying his spaghetti? Maybe. Is that the correct thing to assume? Maybe not, but don't hurt him. He just wants to eat spaghetti. Nice, beautiful spaghetti boy. Well, he's got blood now. You can tell because red. Delicious spaghetti. Ugh. Yeah. Delicious, delicious spaghetti. And just like that, he's full of blood. Full of pasta sauce. Suggesting go to the hospital. What if it's expensive? What if they turn him away because the only thing he's coming in with is spaghetti eating sickness? Known disease. They don't teach you that one in med school. Full of blood and spaghetti. So true. They are going to be so surprised if they have to look into his belly. Just spaghetti. I mean, that's good. This seems done to me. full of blood and spaghetti. We'll be full of more spaghetti soon. The Italian hospital, no. They deal with pasta-related illness. Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you everyone for being here. Stream recap, sketches, finished spaghetti eater. And now once again I have to figure out how to end stream. Okay, I found it. Thank you for being here, and thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully I can start doing more streams. It might just be a bunch of sketch streams though. So, I'll see everyone later. Goodbye. Bye-bye.